How's it going, BCHL fans? Ian Wilson alongside Kole Keen, one of the wily vets from the Surrey Eagles, here on another edition of the BCHL podcast. Kole, thank you very much for taking time out of the busy schedule to stop by for an episode.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Of course. Always a great chance to get to learn about the fellas away from the ice. We know that the schedule is a little bit hectic, so managing to fit in a little bit of a brief chat. Let's just start things off with telling us a bit about yourself. Give us a bit of the Cole's notes, so to speak. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up playing hockey? All that good stuff.
So I'm from White City, Saskatchewan, which is a small town outside Regina, about 5 minutes, and grew up playing hockey there, about 3 years old. Played my minor hockey all the way up until a midget, where I went up to Estevan. And then we started playing junior as a 17-year-old in Melville, Saskatchewan. And then I came out to Cowichan last year. And then I'm in Surrey this year, yeah.
Couple of stops here in the BCHL. Tell us a bit about Saskatchewan hockey in a nutshell. What would that be like? Of course, your time with Melville and then growing up in the minor system there.
I'd say it's a lot of fun. I think playing hockey when it's cold and the winter landscape out there is, I would say, a little bit more fun, just because of kind of get that whole atmosphere of it being freezing outside and you're freezing rink, and it's a lot of fun. And then the SJ in Melville was a lot of fun. I'd say it's a little bit more physical hockey, but it was a really good learning experience for me, obviously, being a young guy in that league, but it was a lot of fun.
And what was it about the BCHL that drew you to come out west? Like, what is it that inspired you to kind of go up to this level here of junior hockey?
It was actually my billet dad in Estevan. His brother actually played for Alberni.
Oh, no way.
Many years ago, and he ended up moving on to Harvard, and he kind of helped get me onto this road of talking about BCHL and the commitments and all that. And then kind of just I was drawn to it even more, and obviously it's a very good league and lots of guys get committed out of here, so that's kind of what brought me here. Absolutely.
And I mean, getting the chance to get a taste of both the island life and the lower mainland life, definitely a little bit different out here than cold White City, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, a lot different. I actually tell my parents all the time, like, I wear shorts pretty much year round.
Are you a shorts guy, or like, is that just an adaptation of the warmer weather out here?
Probably just an adaptation of the warmer.
What was maybe one of your favorite geographical changes coming out here, other than the temperature? What are some of that? Were you able to go and experience some of the great outdoors that we have to offer here in BC?
Yeah, when actually, I've been to BC once before when I was minor hockey, and then on the last year coming to Cowichan, just the drive out, going through the mountains, just seeing it, like actually looking at it, not being in the back of a bus, but driving out here was probably one of the coolest things, just being able to look at the mountains, look at the different landscape compared to flat Saskatchewan where there's nothing to see.
100%. And then as far as the hockey goes this year, of course, we've seen some very big moments from yourself for both teams, starting the year with Cowichan, finishing out the year with Surrey. And of course, those are two little bit different situations. Cowichan has been on a crazy upward trajectory this year, and Surrey, not so much. They've had their struggles this year, but to see the way you guys have come together in this second half to battle through the tough times and continue to find those big moments, what has that been like to be a part of this culture in Surrey that's looking to try and build something from out of nothing with where things started?
No, it's been really cool. Obviously love all the guys here, and it's been obviously tough times, but a great learning experience. Obviously I got here, can't remember exactly, October. We played one game, and then the second game I was here, we ended up getting a win, which was very awesome. And then, yeah, it's been a ride up and down, but the team we have now, I would say we've really been really good and really impressive. We just a younger team, so learning stuff like that. But I'm really looking forward to next year. I think we got a good group.
Absolutely. And what's the support been like from the community throughout all this? I've had the chance to go to the South Surrey Arena, the Nest, a couple of times myself, and it looks like you guys have had quite a good support level despite the record this year even too.
Yeah, our crowds have been amazing. A lot of thanks to Jake for that.
Hmm.
He's been putting in some work and bringing in all the fans this year, but they've been amazing. We've gone, I think every crowd's been about the same every night, and it's probably over 1,000 every night, which has been unbelievable to see them come in and cheer for us every night. And I'm just hoping that continues to happen here.
Absolutely. What are some of the ways that you guys have been given back to them? I know every team's got their different slate of community service projects that they work on.
One thing we do, we try to go to the schools every week.
Mm-hmm.
We go try to talk to the little kids and play some floor hockey and stuff like that.
How's the floor hockey go for you guys? Are you guys pretty ruthless there in Surrey?
A few guys are, but we try.
Yeah, you able to name names? Who's not giving the kids a chance?
I can't throw anyone under the bus. But no, you know how hockey players are.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but we always have a good time.
As far as the Surrey Eagles have gone this year, what's the kind of the message in the locker room been like? What are some of the things you guys have been rallying around, especially with the leadership group changing throughout the year as well too?
Probably just to be outwork our opponents.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably our biggest thing is now, especially being a young team and the record we have, teams and sometimes seem to underestimate us.
Mm-hmm.
And that can work in our advantage, especially when we are working hard and really putting in a great effort. And so that's kind of been our goal the last couple of weeks here, just work hard and try to push into next season.
Well, and especially you talk about working hard. You guys have no choice but to at the nest because of the Olympic-sized ice sheet. I mean, that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily clock until they get to that rink and you go, oh my God, I have an extra couple feet of room here. Like, what's it like playing on that Olympic-sized sheet?
I enjoy it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, especially when you go from Surrey to like Coquitlam, it's a big difference. But it's really good, especially get the legs going and warm-ups and stuff like that. I feel like there's a lot more space to skate, obviously. And I feel like you can open up the ozone a lot more and go high to low and stuff like that a lot easier than the tighter rink. So it's a lot more enjoyable in that sense. But then on the other hand, then you got to defend with that big ice too, which some teams are very good at using.
Absolutely. Now that you've had the chance to be around the BCHL playing some different barns, are there any others that stick out to you? You've mentioned Coquitlam. Obviously, we got the nest of the Olympic size sheet. Are there any other of the buildings around the league that have a few quirks to them or stand out to you?
I'd go PG too.
Oh, yeah. Real short corners in PG.
It reminds me of some rinks in the SHL, actually, just the size of it and the atmosphere of it.
100%. What would you give us as the elevator pitch for Kole Keen's style of hockey?
I'd say a two-way centerman, two-way forward, 200-foot player.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say I'm a hardworking guy, and I try to put the pucks in the net.
No, we've seen that. I mean, heck, just look at that last big OT goal at the nest. Walk us through that one. I mean, that was a pretty sensational moment for you guys.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Ended up getting on the ice there, and I saw Brady Whitkin kind of partially get turnover, and I knew right away he was gonna get that puck, and I started going up the ice, and he gave me the breakaway pass, and I came in. I knew I was going blocker side, and but I was actually thinking I was going low, and then I saw up high there, and I ended up scoring it.
Fantastic last second adjustment, if I do say so myself. That was a beauty shot.
No, it was an amazing moment. The guys were pretty happy. It was 7 times it took us to get that one, but it was pretty awesome.
Heck yeah, man. Let's talk a little bit more about back home. I mean, what was it like growing up in White City? You talked about the weather and how cold it is, but what is like life in rural Saskatchewan like?
Well, I would say there's a lot of outdoor activities, so snowmobiling, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Wish I could still do. Obviously, can't do it too much now, but a lot of fun. Obviously, friends, family, going outside, going to the farm or whatever it is, stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a lot of outdoor activities, I would say.
You said the farm, so like were your family farmers as well too?
Yeah, my mom's side are farmers. We go up there, go on the dugouts and play some hockey there too, stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that. Go up, see my grandparents every once in a while for a weekend, stuff like that.
that's awesome. So if you are on an off day, I mean, you mentioned snowmobiling, so definitely you're an outdoorsy kind of guy. But what are some of the hobbies that we can find Kole Keen doing?
Well, yeah, back home, it definitely always nice to go out with the team. But yeah, back home would be doing some of the team like snowmobiling or sledding or something like that, where you go out on the lake. And then out here, it's a little bit different. It's either going to see a site
Yeah.
or going to YMCA, play a little basketball, kind of things like.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, or mostly just stay at home and get a rest day. That too. So,
For sure. Was it always hockey for you then? I mean, basketball you make mention of there, but was there any other sports along the way that you grew up before it became hockey full time?
Yeah, no, I'm not claiming to be any good at basketball. But no, it's just mostly been hockey. Played a little bit of baseball, and that's about it. That's just kind of more a fun time, summer thing to do. But it's kind of just mostly been hockey.
If you could be like an Olympic level athlete at a sport other than hockey, you could pick anyone. What would it be?
Probably go cross country.
Okay.
I'd say pretty good at cross country in elementary school and stuff like that. But I enjoyed that a lot, and the endurance of it.
Heck yeah. Well, so elaborate a little bit on the sledding and snowboarding. I mean, obviously out here, being BC born and raised me, I know the mountains. I have tons of buddies that have gone up and do that. But Saskatchewan, I mean, I'm sure you'll probably prove me wrong, but to a BC guy seems relatively flat. So for sledding, what are some of the ways that you guys, like, how does sledding work out as far as like the verticality and stuff out in Saskatchewan?
Snowmobile, I mean, you can do that anywhere. It's obviously a little bit different on the mountains, but yeah, same thing. You just kind of go out into the fields and stuff like that, in the ditches. Get pretty heavy dumps, so it's pretty easy to get your snowmobile stuck.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Do you have a favorite one that you've used in the past, or like what brand do you rep?
We used to have just Yamaha.
Yeah.
Was obviously my go-to, but yeah, and then we had a few older skidoos, the skidoos or whatever they're called. But yeah.
What are some of your talk about hockey again for a bit? Like some of your teammates, got memorable guys that have stuck out to you along the journey. Some of your favorite teammates along the way.
Probably favorite teammate would be a buddy back home. I still talk to pretty much every week. We played, I think it was first year I ever played regular hockey. And then last time I played with him was when I was 15, but kind of stuck together ever since. Yeah.
Can't get rid of the guy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's the thing about sport and hockey is it's those relationships that are going to last a lifetime, right? And no matter what level it is, you're always going to find those people that you click with and you go through all the ups and downs with, and it just lasts.
No, exactly. That's I find the greatest part about hockey is you meet so many guys from all over the world now. You got guys from Europe and Russia, like that. It's always cool to meet the guys and kind of bond with them. So it's so cool and so special.
Definitely. What are some of maybe one of the most interesting things you've been able to learn about some of those European or international guys that have come over? I know you got a couple on Surrey nowadays.
Just the language, probably. They always resort to, obviously, everyone in the room speaks English, but they resort to their own language all the time, mostly, especially like on the bench and stuff like that. It's, just kind of the own language, which obviously I get.
What does the game day routine look like for Kole Keen? So if it's the big Friday night at the Nest, what does that day look like for you leading up to getting in for the hockey game?
Usually I like to wake up around 9:30, and then I'll usually have a meeting at 10 at the rink, just a little check-in, make sure the boys are up, ready to go, stuff like that. And head home. Well, head home, have a little bit of breakfast, usually some eggs, bacon, toast, stuff like that. And then I'll have pre-game around 1:30, and it always seems to change. Haven't really stuck to a certain thing this year. And then I'll usually go down for a nap from 2 to 3. And then head to the rink around 4:20, 4:30, and then get ready for the game.
You much of a superstitious guy as far as some of those pre-game routines? Like, are there anything that, like, left sock on first, tape the stick a certain way? What do you got?
I always put on my skates and shin pads to go left skate, right shin pad, or left shin pad, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, left to right, then back right to left. And that's pretty much it, though. That's probably the only superstition I really do.
Who's the ox guy in the room?
It's rotated a few times this year, but it's mostly Danny Buckley and Easton Jacobs. It's kind of flops between those two guys, and they've been pretty good this year.
If you got the cord, what would it be that you would probably put on there? Like, if Kole Keen's playlist was getting the boys hyped before the game, what would we be blasting?
I really like old rock, so I'd have
my man
going on. So, that'd be my playlist.
Do you come from much of a sports background, like with your family and whatnot? Like, do any of the rest of your family play sport, or were you kind of the first one to step into the foray of hockey?
No, my dad had actually 4 different brothers, and they all played hockey, and obviously he played hockey as well.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I was able to start skating, he had me going into that, and kind of a big hockey family, I would say. Just obviously being from the prairies, I feel like everyone does hockey once or twice, but they come from a big hockey family.
And who are some of the players that influenced your style of game growing up? Some of your favorite players that you watched, and were they different before than they are now, or how has that kind of evolved?
I really, really like Patrice Bergeron, my favorite player all the time. Obviously, being a Bruins fan, it's hard not to love him. Even not being a fan, it's hard not to love him.
As a Vancouver fan, that hurts.
I get that a little bit being out here. But no, Patrice Bergeron, really try to model my game after him. I loved watching him as a young kid, and it was sad to see him go.
No, absolutely. I mean, anytime some of those guys get beyond their playing days, it's always sad to say goodbye, but definitely a lasting impression with the way that they've inspired the younger generations of hockey players. And speaking of those kind of dreams, ambitions in hockey, what are yours? I mean, obviously a lot of guys want to just go as far as they physically can with the sport. And for you, is that exactly it? What are some of the things that you're hoping to do within the sport, and then maybe beyond the sport once your playing days are done?
I think everyone's goal is to play as long as they can. So that's obviously my goal too. I want to, honestly, NHL is probably the long-term biggest goal.
Yep.
But I want to play college. I want to either go out to Europe and play a couple of years there, or maybe out in the AHL, East Coast, something like that.
Yep.
A little bit of a professional deal to make a little bit of money playing this game. And then probably after hockey, kind of want to stay in hockey and either become a coach or something along the lines of that, kind of get into that.
Yeah, what is it about coaching that inspires you so? I mean, I saw one of your profiles that I was doing a little bit of background research, and I saw that coaching was on your radar. What is it about like that inspires you, or you would make you want to be a part of that?
Just from summers, I've been doing a lot of. I'm a power skating instructor.
Oh yeah.
Just working with the kids like that has really kind of taught me obviously a lot of lessons, but also it's just cool to see how the kids grow and how they improve, and kind of really makes me want to help out them and kind of pass it on. Definitely.
That's very honorable of you. Speaking of those kids, the last question I have for you, Kole, and I very much appreciate your time, is if you had to give a piece of advice to the youngsters that are looking to continue their journey through hockey, make it to this level and beyond, what would that piece of advice from Kole Keen be?
My piece of advice would be just to work hard. I think that's the biggest thing, especially for me. I've been a few different scenarios, and obviously just hardworking has gotten me through to where I am and gotten me to this point in my career. And I think just if you keep on working hard, eventually something's going to turn around in your favor. So just keep working.
Awesome. Well, I very much appreciate that. Solid advice, Kole, and best of luck as the season finishes up and as the summer goes along. And we're looking forward to seeing what you and the Eagles can do in the 26-27 season.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
How's it going, BCHL fans? Ian Wilson alongside Deagan McMillan, the captain of the Vernon Vipers, here for another edition of the BCHL podcast. Deagan, appreciate you taking the time out of the busy schedule to have a chat.
Of course, man. Of course.
Well, let's just start with it. The captain of your hometown team. That's got to feel pretty darn good, eh?
Yeah, it's been wicked.
Talk to us a little bit about your kind of story of Vernon. Growing up, did you play minor hockey in Vernon?
Yeah, I played all my minor hockey in Vernon.
Then went away, I saw Delta Hockey Academy, and then stint lots of over 200 games in the dub, and then came back to Vernon to finish it all off. What was the kind of discussion like to really make the final decision that this is where you wanted to play your final year of junior?
Well, being home, I haven't been home in like 5 years, so
Right.
It's huge to be home with my family. Matt was awesome. You know, getting to know Matt. Just I wanted to stick around. Great coach. That's the reason I picked that.
For you, what were some of your earliest memories of hockey? Like, who was it that tossed you out on the rink for the first time, and what are some of those early days looking like for Deagan McMillan?
I'd have to say my dad. He got me into skating and hockey, and we just have our whole family has a huge passion for hockey and love all of it. So yeah, I'd have to say my dad.
Much of an athletic background with the rest of the family? Like, did some of them play sports, or in particular hockey, or how was it that hockey got pushed down to you?
I honestly don't know. My dad played junior hockey with the Quesnel Millionaires for a little bit.
Hey, there you go.
He was a goalie, so yeah, I don't know. Ever since I was born, all I've been doing is watching hockey and bull riding and stuff like that. So
Bull riding.
yeah, my sister used to ride. She used to be a barrel racer, and yeah, my dad used to travel around with her and stuff. So it was in my family too growing up. Yeah, we have a couple horses. Yeah.
Gotcha. So a little bit of farmhand, a little bit of ranching experience in the family.
Yeah.
When it comes to this year and the Vernon Vipers, of course, right now you guys on the outside looking in as far as the playoffs, but there have been some really exciting moments for the Vipers this year. Case in point, that 7-6 comeback OT win where you guys rattled off like 6 goals in the third period. That game was pretty sensational.
Yeah, that was a crazy game to be a part of for sure.
And coming away with the overtime winner yourself, walk us through that beauty.
Yeah, honestly, the puck, I was back checking, puck just popped out to me, and I was just turned and I was gone, and I really just blanked, just made a move, backhand, went in.
The natural instincts just took over.
Yeah.
And I mean, wearing that C on your chest this year, how would you describe your leadership style? What is the way that you kind of impart that wisdom and that experience on the other guys in the room?
Yeah, I'd say like my part, I like to like lead on the ice and off the ice, but like just get the guys going, you know, be a communicator in the locker room, and yeah. And
especially too, I mean, you guys have had quite a few youngsters on the team this year as well, and added some guys in later on, a couple more vets that have been kind of helping impart that wisdom. I mean, for some of those younger guys, if there was maybe one lesson that you hope that they would take with them after you're gone, what would you hope that would be?
That the Vernon Vipers is a great organization, and I hope they take away that for sure.
And for the community of Vernon too, I mean, the heart of the Okanagan, just north of K-Town there, what is it like getting to spend off days and stuff like that too within the community of Vernon? Give me the elevator pitch.
Yeah, it's awesome. Lakes, obviously, surrounded by lakes. I know a couple guys like to 4x4 on my team, so they go up the mountains and stuff, surrounded by mountains. So, you know, it's been awesome.
100%. What are some of the other ways that you like to pass the time on an off day? So clearly there's an outdoorsy aspect of it. You talk about the influence from the family with that too, and the teammates, but what are some of your pastimes that you get involved with?
Honestly, like we usually just go for lunch when it's an off day or something. You know, it's getting warm out here soon, so we're probably going to start golfing.
Beauty.
I don't know. Usually I'm just hanging around with family mostly.
Yeah. Like any like books, TV, video games, anything of the like, or is it mostly just outdoors?
Lots of hockey in my house. We always are watching hockey. Yeah.
You guys, what's your favorite team?
I like the Vancouver Canucks and the Washington Capitals.
Okay, gotcha. Big Ovi fan?
Yeah, I love Ovi growing up.
Heck yeah. What are some of those players? I mean, growing up, clearly Ovechkin, we just mentioned, is one of them, but what are some of those kind of influential players that you had growing up, guys that you looked up to, that you maybe tried to kind of mold your style around?
Yeah, I'd say Patrick Kane for sure. He was filthy with his mitts. Ovi, obviously, he had it all: shot, hit, fight. He could do it all. I compare myself a little bit to Tom Wilson. You know, he's a hard forward to play against, big, fight, hit, shoot. Yeah.
We've seen a whole lot of that from you this year as well, too. The physicality, the leadership, the goal scoring. What is one thing you figure you've been able to improve upon maybe the most in your career? Like a lot of people, there's a little bit of natural talent in the beginning, but then you really got to work hard to carve out your style and to get better each and every day. What's one thing that you're most proud of being able to improve upon as you've gone through your junior career?
I think just patience. You know, you got to have patience to be able to get around the ice, make plays, head up. And, you know, the game's quick, so I kind of just developed my patience throughout the year with the puck and without the puck, just trying to get open. Yeah.
It's a really important thing to have, too, because, I mean, the only way you get to the right place at the right time is you know when to get there and when to wait for something to open up. So that's good. As far as a game day goes, so what does the game day routine look like for Deagan McMillan?
Usually we do a morning skate, so I get up for that. Go do the morning skate, usually go grab some grub or something after with the boys. Then I come home, chill, you know, talk with the family, which is good to have, you know, communicate a little bit, talk about the game, with, you know, the situation. We've had a lot of big games, so yeah, we talk about that. And then I have a little nap, get up, get ready for the game, put the suit on and head over to the rink.
Oh, the suit. The drip is a very important thing when it comes to hockey games. Do you have a go-to suit or do you have a rotation that you put into effect?
If we win, I wear the same suit no matter what. Other than that, I just keep switching them up. Yeah.
Do you have a particular favorite? Like what's your go-to drip if you could pick one?
I like all black.
Yeah.
The all black suit. Yeah, just keeping it clean.
For sure. Who's the auxiliary general in the room? What are you guys usually doing to get pumped up before a game?
Yeah, Braden is usually on aux. He's always got some good tunes going. He likes everything, so he's got a good mix.
Perfect. What about you? What's if you had the aux cord? What would everybody be listening to in the room?
Oh gosh, I'm a big rock guy, and I don't know. There's not a lot of guys on my team that like rock, but yeah. I'm a huge rock guy. I also like EDM, you know, beats and stuff, yeah.
What are some of the other pregame routines? Like, are you much of a superstitious guy? Do you put the left skate on first, tape your stick a certain way, all that good jazz?
Yeah, I tape my stick the same way every time. Left foot, usually. I tie my skates left foot to right. Not too superstitious, but same meal. Pregame meal has to be the same.
What's that meal?
Chicken and rice.
The classic.
Yeah.
Is there any certain way or like just any kind of chicken and rice, or is there a specific way that's like, wow, chef's kiss?
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken, my man.
Yeah.
What kind of spices you got on there?
Well, I'm not a big spice guy. I don't do good with spices.
Fair enough. Do you got a favorite type of food? I mean, that's the pregame meal, but like if you're just going out and you can choose pretty much anything to eat on a night out, what's your go-to?
Steak and potatoes, and I love pizza.
What's your favorite pizza?
Barbecue chicken.
That tracks. Yeah, that tracks. Are you one of the guys? Is Hawaiian pizza good or bad? Which side of that debate are you on?
Honestly, it depends. I don't like it personally. Like, but like if it's the only pizza around, I'll eat it.
Fair enough. Yeah. If you had to pick a dream career, if you could do anything other than be a hockey player, because I know all hockey players, the dream is to play pro. They want to go as far as they can. They love the game, and that's fantastic. If you could do anything but hockey, what would the dream career be?
Oh gosh, definitely not driving a logging truck. That's what my dad does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, I don't know.
That's funny. My dad used to drive logging truck too back in the day before I was even born. Now he's an RCMP officer, but what a connection.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get into like coaching or something like that. That would be that'd be kind of cool.
Think you'd make a good coach? What would your coaching style be?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Might be a little tough, rough.
Gonna have to ask some of the teammates about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, getting to learn, you mentioned him a bit earlier, like right off the bat, but I mean, Matt Cook, you guys got NHL experience on that bench in Vernon. What's it been like having the opportunity to learn from him this year?
Yeah, unreal. Great guy, great coach. Yeah, I've learned a lot from him this last season. We communicate a lot, so it's been nothing but good stuff, and they're lucky to have him there. So. Yeah,
100%. And Holly as well too, former with the Langley Rivermen, come over work with you guys. He's a beauty as well.
Yeah, him and Psalms, they're awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's your go-to goal, Selly?
I'd say one knee down, but then I hurt my ankle, so I couldn't put my one knee down. So now I just do no Selly or pump the fans up a bit.
100%.
So, yeah, don't want to twist my ankle against Ellie or doing something like that. So
as you, again, we talked about like a couple of games left. You've had a long and illustrious junior career. So again, congratulations on that, all of the accolades, all the big moments along the way. Have you thought much about, again, what it's like to be at the end of the road versus the beginning? Like, is there kind of different things that you never could have imagined happening during your junior career that have come true along the way? Like, what's your experience been like from start to finish for you?
Honestly, it's just been great. I've had so much fun the last 5 years. It's been nothing but fun with the guys, each team, getting to know a lot of players over the years that I've met. A couple of my best friends I've met over the years. It's just been awesome.
Yeah, no, the lifelong relationships in hockey. I mean, people talk about it all the time, but I mean, that's when you go to the trenches with guys, those are relationships that last the test of time, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
The last thing I got for you is if you had to give a piece of advice to the youngsters that are looking to level up their game, make it to the BCHL and beyond, young or old, what would Deagan McMillan's piece of advice be to them?
Just keep working. Don't let anyone stop you. Just what anyone says doesn't matter. Just put your head down and get to work, and your work will pay off eventually. So, yeah.
100%, man. Well, thank you very, very much for taking the time out to have a discussion, and appreciate you. Congratulations on a very successful junior career, and looking forward to seeing what's next for you.
Yeah, thank you.